Hey guys, Shwesa here, just your average guy trying to make some extra money on the side. Today I'm excited to create the very first video of this channel, but also a very important video of this channel. It's basically introducing people on how exactly to buy Bitcoins and how to store Bitcoins. Now, a majority of the population um, have they know about Bitcoins, but they don't know how to go about accessing acquiring Bitcoins. So this video should be able to clear things up. So we're going to be doing two things. First, we're going to set up a Bitcoin wallet through using the blockchain.info site. That's going to be basically the wallet where you're going to be able to store your Bitcoin safely. And then we're going to create an account on Coinbase, which is an exchange where you'll be able to buy Bitcoins using, your bank account, whether it's a checking or savings account, whichever one you want to allocate to Coinbase, or you could buy with your debit and credit card. There's some pros and cons that I'll discuss with regards to each one, but those at least will help you get an idea of how to acquire Bitcoins, especially now that there's a huge kind of rise in this idea of Bitconnect and Bitpetite, all these different investment sites. Most people want to try to get on board with it. However, they just don't know how to actually acquire the Bitcoins needed to start the investment. So hopefully this video will clear things up and help those who are fairly new, as I am, new to the whole cryptocurrency scene, to help them get a good understanding of how to at least acquire a Bitcoin. So let's get started. Okay, so first step is actually creating your Bitcoin wallet. So this is going to be the place where you're going to be able to store your wallet, your Bitcoins safely. So with blockchain is probably one of the most popular Bitcoin wallets that people use. It's basically with blockchain, with the blockchain wallet, you're able to send and receive Bitcoins through the browser and also through their handy mobile app. Their mobile app is very user friendly and pretty much very straightforward, so you don't have to worry about something too complicated or complex. It's very user friendly, which is one thing I really like. Another thing that's good about blockchain is that it is what they call a hybrid wallet. So what that means is that it stores your Bitcoins in the wallet on their website. However, they have no access to your private keys, which is very essential because I guess it's kind of like the metaphor you could say, you have a safe in a bank, but you the only person that has the key to that safe, which is important because if this site has any sort of issues or things that come up, and if the people who own the site are able to access you just basically don't want to have people who own the site being able to access your Bitcoin wallet. So they have that separation of the two, which is really nice, and it allows as a user to be confident in the fact that your Bitcoins are going to be safe and no one has authority to touch them except for you, because you have access to your private keys and not blockchain.com or .info. So the owners of blockchain have no way of accessing your Bitcoins, so you should be able to at least feel good about that. So let's get started with regards to making an actual account. First, you go to blockchain.info and /wallet, and then from this website, from that link, you'll get to this site here, and then we'll click here to go sign up. So here we just go ahead and type in our email. So my dummy email that I have here, and then just create an email password here. And it should be loading now. Here we go. So we won't save it now. There you go. So it comes with a nice message. Welcome. Thank you for joining our 15 million blockchain wallet users, etc., etc. And that's pretty much it. So now you have your Bitcoin wallet. So just to run through a few features on this actual site. Here you'll be able to basically send your Bitcoins, and here you'll be able to request your Bitcoins. Now, how for people who are new to the whole idea of sending and requesting Bitcoins, what happens is basically you have a specific Bitcoin address. So if you go click on it and click on request here, you'll be able to see this address here. And what this is basically it's your address. It's basically if you want to buy Bitcoins off of an exchange and you want to send that money, those Bitcoins over to your wallet, this is what the address that you will paste into that. That's the address that you'll be able to paste into wherever you are sending it from. And so this is the location you're sending it to. So just remember this is your address, and you could be able to get more information here as well. Another way to do it is showing people this. What this allows you to do, this the QR code. If people have an app on their phone, if they open up the blockchain app, if a friend has an app, for example, or even if you go to any business that has and that accepts Bitcoins, they'll scan that QR code and they'll basically bring up the blockchain wallet on their end, and they'll basically pre-fill in the address of yours so that they'll be able to send Bitcoins to you. So that's kind of how that works. And then if you're going to send money to your friend, for example, you click here, and this is where you're going to paste their address. So on their end, they're going to have a Bitcoin address of their own, and you can put in the amount of Bitcoins, 0.002 or 3, $11. You can put a description here. This is interesting. This is something to note. It's a transaction fee, so they have two types. There's a regular one and a priority one. The priority one is a few dollars more. It also depends on how much you send, but basically it allows the transaction to go faster. If you're sending like a large amount and you want to put it into, like, for example, Bitconnect immediately, then maybe you don't want to wait like maybe over an hour to get those funds into Bitconnect or to your friend or whatever. So you could do a transaction fee of priority, but most people just keep it as regular because it's still pretty fast. Roughly within 60 minutes. I never had any issues of waiting over an hour. It's always been within like 20 minutes to actually receive funds, or receive funds from that you send to send funds over successfully. So these are just kind of things to just take note. Another thing is, you can check your balance here, and you could here you could check how much the current Bitcoin is. You can see the trends and whatnot. One thing I do want to emphasize is here, make sure you update your security center. Just go through the process. I went ahead and paused this video here and went ahead and just start going through the process. So first, obviously, email verification to verify that you have a good active email on the account. So once you go to your email, click on yes, this is my email. You verify it. You get that first check. So that one's finished. Then you go to phrase backed. That basically what that is basically it'll give you 12 specific words in a specific order. So maybe the first word's dog, second word is a tree, third word is can, fourth word is water, and up to 12 words in a specific order. Make sure you write those words down, because what's going to happen is if you ever lose your password, it's going to ask you for specific phrases. So it may ask you what's the third, fifth, and the 10th phrase of your list. And if you put it in correctly, then it allows you to reset your password. If not, then it's a huge hassle to try. So this is just security built in to make sure that you are an authorized user, and you say you are who you say you are, and not someone else trying to mimic you. So make sure you write those words down and you keep it safe, because it's important to have. Obviously, as most places, you put a hint in just to make sure you maybe help you remember what your password is. Down here, level 2 access. One aspect is creating a link to your phone. So just go ahead and put your phone number in, and they'll send you code. as a way to kind of verify you're the user. So if anyone does access your account, you should get a notification saying that, hey, this is your authorization code. And if you didn't request it, then you better log in quickly and change your password or something, because someone's trying to access your account, which is something that's definitely useful, especially in the world where we're using mobile technology all the time. It's good to just put your phone in just to make sure, so you get notifications all the time. Now, another thing here is enable two-step. What this is basically you have to go onto your app store and download the Google Authenticator. What it does is basically, if you ever had like VPN access to certain places, it's basically a 6-digit number, and once you enable it and link it up to the app, you probably have to scan a QR code that's gonna have you look at, and you'll get maybe a new 6-digit number every like 20 seconds, and it's linked to the account. So if you input the wrong number, or if you didn't have the authenticator, if someone else tried to mimic you, they wouldn't be able to log in because you have the authenticator. And this 6-digit value you'll be able to see, and then you'll be able to put it in and enter, and you should be able to that way for you to log in every single time. So it's just a built-in safety feature for you to kind of make sure that no one else, unless you lost your phone and you somehow got your password on your phone out to someone and they're able to access all that information. It's really rare for someone to be able to hack in. It's really hard for someone to really hack in and try to steal your Bitcoin. So all these safety features is what makes a lot of people trust the site. There's over 100 million transactions, over 15 million users, and it's definitely, these safety features are built in to help prevent people from being scammed and being hacked. So definitely make sure you update your security center to the highest level here. And that's pretty much it. That's the gist of your Bitcoin wallet. And now the only next step is actually to get some Bitcoins, because that's actually probably a lot of you are here for that. So this video might be getting a bit long, so I might separate it into two parts. So this portion is going to probably just be the Bitcoin wallet. The next portion, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create your account for the Coinbase. And yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one and create your Coinbase account.